As we get right into it here on yourliveevent.com for the Central Cass girls wrestling going up against Bismarck High in the semifinals here of the State Girls Dual Tournament. As Anna White going up against Rylan Reams here from Bismarck. This is the East #1 going up against the West #2. Again, it's the State Dual audio-only coverage here on yourliveevent.com between Central Cass and Bismarck High. Again, a quick turnaround after everybody was waiting for the Squirrel boys and the Fargo Davies boys to wrap up. They went right into wrestling here on all 8 matches. So on the boys' side, it's the semifinals for the B and the A. For the girls, it's the Constellation semifinals and the semifinals on the A side. Anna White going in for a single leg shot. Able to come around and get a 2-point takedown here. So Anna White against Rylan Reams from Bismarck High, working out in front early, 2-0. As Anna White trying to get that right arm across against Rylan as well. As they will start at 100 pounds here in the semifinals. As Anna White trying to work that headlock on Rylan Reams a little bit. As they work back to the center of the mat with 15 seconds remaining here in this first period. And Anna White's going to win her via fall here for the Central Cass Squirrels. As the Central Cass Squirrels take an early 6-0 lead on our Golden Harvest Tim Cassette seat sales scoreboard. Anna White winner via fall with 13 seconds remaining in the first period. Also going on will be Bismarck Minot against Bismarck Legacy in the second girls semifinals, as Mallory DeVries will come out now for Central Cass at 106 pounds, going up against Turner from Bismarck High. So 6-0 early with that White takedown here for Central Cass. Central Cass, if they lose, will go into a placing match at 2:30 for third. If they win, they will play in the State A, make that the State Girls Dual Championship, and wrestle at 4 o'clock later today. As right now, Mallory DeVries trying to come wrapping around here on Turner for a 2-point takedown, and she's able to get the 2-point takedown here for DeVries of Central Cass. As Turner trying to get back to her base right now. As into a little bit of the headlock here as they will work off the edge of the mat and go back to center. 2-0 the advantage here for Central Cass. As for DeVries, working in the center part here against Turner. As Mallory sees Turner get back to her top, and DeVries trying to not allow the 1-point escape. Mallory does a good job keeping Turner back to the mat here and not allowing that 1-point escape at a 2-0 advantage here for DeVries. Mallory looking for that headlock here against Turner. As DeVries continues to roll around here. Got that arm across on the right arm here against Turner of Bismarck. As these two are on the far side of the match. As Williston's going up against West Fargo Cheyenne in one boys semifinal, and then you got Bismarck High against Dickinson in another boys semifinal in Class A. Mallory DeVries will call for a potentially dangerous move here against Turner, as we will start in the center of the mat. And it will be DeVries in the top position. In the Class B boys, South Border going up against the Lisbon Broncos in one semifinal. And then you have Velva going up against Northern Lights, as this one will be up top, and we'll have a end of one period DeVries with a 2-0 advantage. So we'll start in the neutral position here in the second period. 6-0 Mallory DeVries going for a single leg shot as Turner on DeVries gets a 2-point takedown right on the edge of the mat as Turner works the hips back across. And now trying to roll back over as DeVries trying to see if she can get a 2-point reversal. But in that headlock right now is Turner. And I'll put in the weight on top of DeVries' back and the head here as Turner continues to go a little bit more into a cradle position here against Mallory DeVries. Coming out guns a-blazing in the opening 30 seconds here for Turner against DeVries in this second period. As Mallory DeVries comes across with a 2-point reversal as they work to the edge of the mat and off the mat. So DeVries gets back to a 2-point advantage now at 4-2. As Mallory DeVries will work on the top position up by 2, 81 seconds remaining here in the second period. Second weight class on our Golden Harvest Tim Cassette seat sale scoreboard after Anna White earned a fall. Getting the escape here will be Turner. As Turner and DeVries looking to switch some levels and tied up here on the wrists. Going for a double was Turner. DeVries able to block it for a moment, but Turner still has her hands grasped around the left leg of Mallory going for that single leg. As Mallory trying to get back on top of Turner here and see if she can roll Turner over onto her back, but DeVries does a good job coming across and finishing with a 2-point takedown to now take a 6-3 advantage with 30 seconds left in the second period. As DeVries continues to work on top here of Turner. As Mallory trying to roll Turner over here. Now she's going to pick up some back points into a pinning position. Mallory DeVries with 13 seconds remaining trying to get spiraled out here of Turner with her shoulder blades across. 5 seconds. Turner trying to hang on to get to the third period. Near fall points coming here for DeVries as we go to the third period. 3 near fall points awarded for Mallory to make it now a 9-3 advantage here over Turner. DeVries nearly got the fall as DeVries will start in the down position. So starting at the top will be Turner here. As Turner in this center circle, we'll see DeVries with a 1-point escape. So 1-point escape here for Mallory to take a 10-3 lead, and some bonus points will be working on top of it now if DeVries can get a 2-point takedown to try to get some bonus points upcoming here for the Squirrels. Turner and DeVries going down to the mat. Turner trying to work that headlock on Mallory now to the side. As DeVries comes back across with the 2 points here on the takedown, able to get her head out of the grasp of Turner as they work to the side of the mat now at 12-3 as we get a stalemate called with 70 seconds left in the third period. So Mallory DeVries with a 12-3 advantage here as they will go into the center of the mat with Turner on the bottom position as DeVries works up top. It's Mallory DeVries and the Central Cass Squirrels with a 12-3 advantage with 60 seconds remaining here in this third period as Mallory DeVries rolls over Turner here from Bismarck. DeVries again into some near fall points as she works back up top, and 2 near fall points will be awarded at 14-3 with 45 seconds remaining here in the third. As getting back to her bases, Turner, this would be a major decision win at this point, but Mallory DeVries trying to see if she can earn the win via the fall here with 30 seconds remaining in this second period. As Turner just kind of sprawls across the way as DeVries is trying her best to see if she can get Turner off the mat, and Turner gets back to the top. DeVries comes back down on the throw. 10 seconds remaining here in the third period. Now it's down to 5 And Mallory DeVries is going to win via major decision here over Turner, 14-3, and pick up 4 points here for the Central Cass Squirrels on our Golden Harvest Tim Cassette Seat Sales scoreboard. It's now 10-0 here for the Central Cass Squirrels out in front in the girls' semifinals. 2 weight classes down as we go to the 112-pound weight class with Emma Dutt here for Central Cass against Deja Ireland from Bismarck High. So Emma Dutt here and Deja Ireland from Bismarck High in the girls' state semifinals. As they will make sure that the clock gets started properly, as it didn't start off right off the bat, as we're back to it between Dutt and Ireland. Dutt and Ireland right now working off the mat as we will continue to provide some other scores across the way here on the girls' state tournament. On the team dual side here of the bracket, the other semifinal between Minot High and Bismarck Legacy. After 1 weight class, it's 3-0 Bismarck Legacy out in front over Minot High. And then in the consolation portion, Carrington and Napoleon. Carrington with a 18-0 advantage. And also going on Dickinson and the Fargo Stingers. It's a 12-0 advantage for Dickinson over the Fargo Stingers. Mallory DeVries again picked up the 4-point win as 4-point major decision that is. And now at 112 pounds here for Emma Dutt and Ireland. They will be back into the restart here as Emma Dutt trying to work up top on Ireland. As Ireland's going to get a 2-point takedown on Dutt and take an early 2-0 lead here in the first period. As Dutt continues to work on the bottom here with Ireland. Just kind of riding her out right now with the remainder of the 25 seconds, but Emma trying to get back to her base as we'll have a potentially dangerous caution call here. And I think we're going to be pretty close to almost a blood timeout as both of the wrestlers take a look at their hands. As we will have a penalty against Ireland. And 1 point will be awarded to Emma Dutt. So Dutt will start in the down position with 15 seconds remaining here in the first period. Now Ireland trying to roll Emma Dutt across a little bit on the bottom of the mat. As Ireland with 2, now with 1, nearly getting some near fall points, and they will award 2 near fall points here for Ireland to take a 4-1 advantage here over Emma Dutt going into the second period. As they will start the second period in the neutral position. Winner of this heads to the championship later today at 4 o'clock. The loser will go in the placing round at 2:30. Ireland driving Emma Dutt to the outer part of the mat. Ireland again with a 6-1 advantage right now. So far for Ireland, 2 points on a takedown, 2 on a near fall, and then opening up the second period here on a 2-point takedown as well with a 6-1 advantage. As Emma Dutt is trying her best to get to the edge of the mat here. Now sprawling back across is Ireland on Dutt into some near fall points into a pinning combination here as Ireland is going to be awarded at least 3 on the near fall. And Ireland trying to get Dutt to come completely across. There's the fall. So the Bismarck High Demons are on the scoreboard with a fall here for Deja Ireland to make it now 10-6 in favor of the Central Cass Squirrels as we go to 118 pounds. At 118 pounds, Brianna Mayer here for Central Cass going up against McGemby here for Bismarck High. McGemby and Mayer here at 118 pounds. Weight class number 4 of this girls wrestling dual semifinals. Mayer and McGemby into the center circle as Mayer looking for a toss against McGemby. As Mayer goes for a double leg against McGemby here. McGemby able to fend that one off. 30 seconds into this first period. As again, Mayer continues to work into the middle of the mat against McGemby. As both have tried to take at least one shot against the other, but neither has connected and hit. As there's a double leg on Tumming here and a 2-point takedown for Mayer, just as we say that, working to the side of the mat. Now Mayer will be working with some near fall points into a pinning position here against McGemby. Mayer continues to have her legs on the inside of that circle with 40 seconds remaining here in the first period. Mayer trying to get a pin here for Central Cass. McGemby doing her best not to try to come completely across, as Mayer trying to bring McGemby a little bit closer into the mat here and come around for the 3 near fall points. So 3 near fall points here for Mayer. And it's now a 5-0 advantage here for the Central Cass Squirrels in this weight class at 118 pounds. So Mayer trying to get the chicken wing in against McGemby here in the center of the mat. As Mayer starts in the top position on that restart. As we're down to the final seconds of this first period. As Mayer trying to work that right arm against McGemby here, and that's how we'll end our first period. So after one period at 118 pounds, Brianna Mayer of Central Cass with a 5-0 advantage over McGemby here of Bismarck High. We'll start in the neutral position here in the second period. 10-6 on our Golden Harvest Tim Kazet Seat Sales scoreboard. Central Cass out in front in the team portion. So the Squirrels here for Brianna Mayer going for that takedown, able to get it with that double leg and back into a pinning position. So a 2-point takedown awarded to make it 7-0 over McGemby. And now Mayer into that bonus point situation, and she gets the 2 near fall on top of it. So a 2-point takedown with a 2-point near fall here, as that would be a major decision win here for Mayer. But Mayer continuing to work here against McGemby, trying to see if she can get McGemby to come around and go from that stomach to some back points here for Mayer. As Mayer continuing to work, kind of got that 90-degree angle. Now some near fall points coming in. She's got McGemby a little bit more closer down to the mat with that right shoulder blade. Mayer now getting into the headlock here of McGemby on the side of the mat, working on the near fall, working for that pinning combination. 50 seconds remaining in the second period. So Brianna Mayer trying to see McGemby. Is McGemby in a similar spot as where she was at the end of the first period, trying to avoid the pin against Brianna here from Central Cass. Currently 9-0 with 30 seconds remaining here in this second period. Again, near fall points coming to make it at least 12-0, but Mayer trying to fend it off right now and win via the fall here with 15 seconds left in this third period. Mayer trying to get McGemby's arm straight across. As Mayer working up top with 3 seconds. And for Brianna Mayer, 3 more near fall points awarded to make it 12-0. As Mayer going to be working now with a tech fall potential. And she's able to get a takedown with near fall points here for Central Cass, as Mayer will start in the top position against McGemby here for Bismarck High. And McGemby trying her best right now against Mayer to not go back into that headlock where we've seen Brianna able to throw that a couple of times here against McGemby. As McGemby kind of sprawled out across the mat here. She'll have to be careful that she doesn't get a stalling warning here against Mayer, as Mayer trying her best to get that back turned yet again to earn some near fall points. Mayer continuing to work. Coming across that front face here of McGemby. Still at that 90-degree angle. And now some near fall points will be coming for Brianna Mayer. Mayer going to try to finish off via the fall. She's going to get near fall points upcoming here. It's just a matter of 2 or 3. It looks to be 3. They will allow her to finish the move here. Mayer trying to finish via the fall. If not, she will win via tech fall now here for Central Cass with 50 seconds remaining here in this third period. As McGemby has done a really good job from both the first, the second, and now the third, trying to avoid the fall here from Brianna Mayer. As the official continues to look down, seeing if he can see anything of some daylight there on the shoulder blades here from McGemby. As Brianna Mayer continues to ride up cross right now here for Central Cass. As continuing to push with 20 seconds here in this third period. And there's the fall. 6 points coming with 20, make that 19 seconds remaining in the third period. Brianna Mayer wins via the fall and gives Central Cass 6 points at 16-6 on our Golden Harvest Tim Cassette Seed Sales scoreboard. Quickly across the way, taking a look between Minot and Bismarck. Legacy with a 12-0 advantage through 3 weight classes in the other girls' semifinal. Well, we get to nearing the midway point now of this one as we get to the 124-pound weight class. This would be Aubrey Quinn of Central Cass against Maggie Thielgis of Bismarck High. Thielgis with a 2-point takedown to start here and trying to put Aubrey Quinn into that headlock, and now Thielgis into some back points, trying to get to a pinning position here against Quinn at 124 pounds. Maggie Thielgis winner via fall here for the Bismarck High Demons. As for Bismarck High, they will take the fall and get right back into this on her team score at 16-12. So Maggie Thielgis winner via fall over Aubrey Quinn. As now we get to 130 pounds on the girls division. Emma Schneider on for the Central Cass Squirrels against Julia here for Bismarck High. 16-12 against Central Cass out in front. As they will start in the neutral position here, going for that 2-point takedown is Julia, and Julia now working for some near fall and then gets the pin. So back-to-back pins here for the Bismarck High Demons to make it 18-16 as Bismarck High will take their first lead of this dual semifinal between Central Cass and Bismarck High. Central Cass and the Demons will go to now 136 pounds. 6 weight classes remaining after we get through this one. Now 136 pounds, Grace Lamar for Central Cass going up against Madison Reams here at Bismarck High. 18-16 Bismarck High with the advantage right now over the Central Cass Squirrels. As Lamar here for Central Cass. And Reams are working in that middle part of the mat. Just some hand fighting going on right now between the pair. As these two continue just to lock horns 45 seconds into this first period. Single leg shot coming there by Reams. As spacing out was Grace Lamar. Now with 60 seconds remaining here in the first period, still scoreless. As Lamar right now looking to get that whip in against Madison Reams. To 40 seconds remaining here in the first period. As Lamar and Reams continue to be locked up with 20 seconds left here in the first period. As Reams goes for another shot on Lamar. Lamar able to block it. And on the first period between Grace Lamar and Madison Reams, it is going to be scoreless going into the second period at 136 pounds. So 136 pounds were scoreless between Lamar and Reams, as Reams will start in the down position against Grace Lamar. Central Cass with the 6 points of Anna White, 6 of Brianna Mayer via the fall, 4 points with Mallory DeVries on the major decision at 14-3. Bismarck High winner via the fall of Deja Ireland over Emma Dutt. The same for Maggie Thielgis over Aubrey Quinn, and then Julia here for Bismarck High over Emma Schneider. That's where we have our 18-16 score on the team side right now, as this is still a 1-0 advantage now for Madison Reams with the 1-point escape starting in the down position here against Grace Lamar. So it'll be 1-0 the advantage here for Madison Reams over Grace Lamar 30 seconds into this second period. As Reams continues to be locked up with Grace right now in the center of the mat. As they continue their locked wrists, which is what they've done throughout the majority. Neither, when they really get a chance for a shot, neither has really taken full advantage and powered through to get the other down for that takedown. As we're midway through this second period. Central Cass and Bismarck High here in the girls' 136-pound weight class. Still back into a lot of hand fighting going back and forth, and now we'll get a stalling warning here against Grace Lamar of Central Cass. As Lamar goes for a double leg here. Lamar trying to get the takedown in front of the Bismarck bench. But she will go out off the side of the mat here against Madison Reams. So Reams allowed a double leg opportunity to come across and nearly paid for it here. "15 seconds remaining here in the second period. And it looks like we will go to the third period with a 1-0 advantage here for Madison Reams of Bismarck High. As we'll see where they will start here as Lamar. And Madison Reams will start in the neutral position here for the final 2 minutes of this match at 136 pounds. Reams and Lamar head-to-head right with each other right now. Trying to get a little bit of the advantage as Lamar and Reams continue to work to the side of the mat. Now in 30 seconds have surpassed here, and neither has gone on for a shot as they're both locked ahead. The next takedown, the way this one has been going, we haven't seen a takedown yet, so you could say the first takedown would potentially be the winner. As Reams Also have to be smart and not get called for a stalling warning here in the last 60 seconds. That could allow it to be tied up at 1 apiece. So Lamar and Reams continue to be tied up with as they both allow each other to reset in a neutral spot. As Lamar, see if she can get that double leg again, trying to get Reams across. The clock continuing to tick, though, down to 35 seconds. And there is a stalling warning now on Madison Reams, so the next one would result in a point here for Grace Lamar. 16 seconds remaining here in the third period. Lamar's going to have to make an attempt on a single leg or at least try to get a throw in. Madison Reams just pretty much content with having Grace Lamar continuing to stay there. 3 seconds, 2 seconds as they work each other across the middle, and it will be a decision win here for the Bismarck High Demons with Madison Reams winning 3, make that 1-0, but 3 points coming for Bismarck High as they take a 21-16 advantage. As we go to 142 pounds here for Bismarck High and Central Cass. Lois Schneider coming out here for the Central Cass Squirrels against Aubrey Overson here for Bismarck High. 21-16 again, the team points. Bismarck High out in front by 5. Schneider and Overson. As we saw earlier in the previous match, a lot of hand fighting right now as Schneider goes for a single leg, blocked there by Overson. As they continue to spin around as Schneider trying to work back to her base against Overson here. Overson trying to put Schneider in a headlock. As Overson sees Schneider right in front of the Bismarck bench, and we're going to get a 2-point takedown here for Aubrey Overson. As Schneider continues to work back to her base, and then we're going to have a grasping call here on Aubrey Overson. And 1 point will be awarded here to Lois Schneider. So 1 point coming here to Lois Schneider, now trailing it by 1. Schneider will start in the down position. Aubrey Overson will be up top. As Schneider, I'm going to spin around. As Overson, here against Lois. Let's see Aubrey up top here. Putting that face of Lois into the center of that Peterson Farm Seed mat. Now we're going to have a potentially dangerous and 1 point awarded here to Lois Schneider. So it's going to be 2-2 with 47 seconds left in this first period. Bismarck High, if they pick up some points, they will give themselves a little bit of a cushion here where a fall doesn't immediately result in a Central Cass lead. As Aubrey Overson works up top here on Lois Schneider, has that armbar across the way, now working the chicken wing, trying to get Lois Schneider across on the back. Near fall points potentially coming here as you have Aubrey Overson into a pinning position as Lois Schneider continuing to turn around. 15 seconds remain in the first period as Aubrey Overson looking to win via fall here over Lois Schneider, where Schneider is trying her best to ride this one out to the second period, but winner via fall here will be Aubrey Overson. Aubrey with a 27-16 advantage now for Bismarck High as Aubrey Overson from Bismarck High, winner via fall over Lois Schneider. So 27-16 on our team score, as we mentioned. Now Bismarck with a little bit of some insurance as we go to the final 5 weight classes, as Emerson Filady here for Central Cass going up against Paige Bumgardner here from Bismarck High. So the Squirrels right now start looking ahead and start putting that weight class and where you are via the team down by 11 right now as Paige Baumgartner here for Bismarck and Emerson Fileti get things underway here at 148 pounds. Going for the single leg is Paige Baumgartner here against Emerson Fileti. Fileti trying to work back across the way. And it will be a 2-point takedown here for Paige Baumgartner here from Bismarck High. As Paige Baumgartner will work up top against Emerson Fileti here. And trying to get Emerson to come across. But Emerson trying to hold those arms of Paige Baumgartner to not allow her to get into that back position. As now all of a sudden Paige Baumgartner here nearly was into a pinning combination, but does pick up 2 near fall points against Emerson Fileti to make it a 4-0 advantage here with 60 seconds remaining in the first period. Paige Baumgartner for Bismarck High working against Emerson Fileti. As Fileti sprawled out into the middle right now as Paige Baumgartner now into a single leg cradle, and Paige Baumgartner nearly got into a pinning combination. Instead, Emerson Fileti able to get out of it quickly and not result in any near fall points coming here for Paige. 20 seconds remaining here in the first period. It's Paige Baumgartner right now against Fileti. Baumgartner with the 4-0 advantage. As we go to the second period, it'll be Paige Baumgartner with a 4-0 advantage here on yourliveevent.com. In the consolation semifinals, Carrington with a 42-36 win over the Napoleon Gackel Streeter Imperials on the girls' side. Dickinson and Fargo, it's a 42-6 lead for Dickinson over Fargo. And on the semifinals, Minot High Legacy 18-9 over Minot High right now. Starting in the second period, Emerson Fileti in the top position here against Paige Baumgartner. After Emerson Fileti deferred, Paige took the bottom. As it's going to be a 2-point reversal here for Paige Baumgartner to make it now 6-0, 30 seconds into this second period. Paige Baumgartner here with a 6-0 advantage, now working Emerson Fileti across again, trying to get those shoulders down, and there's the pin. Paige Baumgartner wins 6 points here for the Bismarck High Demons and take a 33-16 advantage via the fall here for Paige Baumgartner over Emerson Fileti. And now for Central Cass, it's getting back very similar to what they were able to do against Dickinson. They had to earn a lot of pins there late against the Dickinson Midgets, and they're going to have to do so with this lineup with Cheyenne Helen here against Lexi Beckler. There's 4 weight classes remaining, 33-16. As you start adding up the points, 24-30 to 36. Still time here for Central Cass Squirrels as you go 16-22 to 28 to 34, but Central Cass can really ill afford not to come up with some points here in this one with Cheyenne Helen against Lexi Beckler here from Bismarck High, with, again, these 3 weight classes remaining after this one with Cheyenne Helen and Lexi Beckler. Currently scoreless as the two just kind of dancing around the mat right now. And if you're a Central Cass, you start looking up at that scoreboard. If you get 3 pins, that'll allow you to try to get to the 4th one at heavyweight. Otherwise, Bismarck High is going to come out as the semifinalists and go to the championship. And speaking of a pin, Lexi Beckler into a headlock here of Cheyenne Helen. Helen looking for a big throw. And now Lexi Beckler going to win via fall over Cheyenne Helen. And the Bismarck High Demons have clinch themselves a spot into the state dual championship, as they're up now 39-16 over the Central Cass Squirrels. As Lexi Beckler took a big move here by Cheyenne Helen, but Helen knew that she had to throw out something with where the score was on the overall team. As now we get ready at 170 pounds with Ava Gollefson against Josie Trio here from Bismarck High. So with 3 matches remaining, it's 39-16, and the Bismarck High Demons have cemented enough points to get to the championship against either Bismarck, Legacy, or Minot. Ava Gollefson right now at 170 pounds, working with the headlock now with a pinning combination, able to get 2 points on the takedown, then 2 near fall points to a 4-0 advantage here over Trio of Bismarck High. So Ava Gollefson came out with a nice move to get the takedown into the near fall points. As they will continue to work here with Gollefson against Josie. As for Central Cass, their next duel will be slated at 2:30 for 3rd place. And that'll be our final coverage of Central Cass Wrestling here today from the Fargo Dome. And we will continue to have coverage. Lisbon, South Border, 18-9 on the boys' side at 145 pounds. Brent Dick with the audio-only coverage of that, as we will continue to follow the Lisbon Broncos as well on the boys' side. Ava Gollefson up by 4 with 40 seconds remaining at 170 pounds in our first period. Gollefson seeing Trio get back to a little bit of a sprawling base here, as Trio trying to work back up top on Ava. Ava trying to get that headlock coming across here for the Squirrels. As we'll get a stalling warning here on Josie, then a potentially dangerous here then on Ava. So 1 point will be awarded here to Josie of the Bismarck High Demons. 14 seconds remaining here in the first period. As Ava Gollefson will start in the top position here with 14 seconds remaining again in the first. On the Bismarck High Demon boys wrestling team against Dickinson with a 19-6 advantage, as Bismarck is trying to make it back to the championship yet again. They've been there every year since the dual teams was sanctioned in North Dakota. 4-1 after 1 period. Ava Gollefson from Central Cass will start in the top position here against Trio, who will start in the bottom position. As Ava Gollefson trying to see if she can get Trio over on her back. As Ava Gollefson right now continuing to work a little bit on Josie and trying to see if she can get that arm, that right shoulder to come across and try to get into a pinning combination there. There's the pin. Ava Gollefson wins via fall with 1:25 remaining here in the second period. Your team score now 39-22, Bismarck High over Central Cass. Gollefson winner via fall. As we go to our second to last weight class here at 190 pounds. As we have 2 weight classes remaining. And at 190 pounds for Bismarck High and the Central Cass Squirrels. Isabel Dutt going up against Cambry Anderson. As Anderson working the middle part of the mat here against Dutt. Gives her a little shove. As Anderson here for Bismarck High. And Dutt now work back to the middle of the mat. There's a double A coming here for Anderson against Dutt for a 2-point takedown, and then getting back to her stomach is going to be Dutt here as they work to the side of the mat. So you're going to have a 2-point takedown with 2 points coming via near fall here. 33 seconds in for Cambry Anderson in on that double leg. As Anderson here for Bismarck High. Trying to put Isabel Dutt into a headlock here. As Anderson continue to work on Dutt, winner via fall here for the Bismarck High Demons. Cambry Anderson of Bismarck High, winner via fall over Isabel Dutt at 1:13 remaining here in the first period, 45-22. As now we go to heavyweight here between Central Cass and Bismarck High in our final weight class. And for the Central Cass Squirrels, as we alluded to, they will be in the third place match upcoming here later today at a 2:30 start, but they will wait till all these semifinals and consolation semifinals are done before they start their next weight class, or their next round of wrestling, that is. Minot High, Bismarck, Legacy 18-12 as they are at the 142-pound weight class. And it's Legacy with a 6-point advantage. Central Cass, Bismarck High as we go to the heavyweight here. Brindley for Bismarck High with a 2-point takedown early on here. Brindley looking for the fall over on Talon, able to do so. The Bismarck High Demons, via the final of this one, will move on to the championship with a 51-22 win over the Central Cass Squirrels. Bismarck High, the 2 seed from the West, advancing to the championship, while the 1 seed from the East and the Central Cass Squirrels will be making their way to third. We'll take a quick break and put a bow on this one when we return.
Almost half of the energy used in homes goes towards heating and cooling the spaces we live in. Energy Star certified heating and cooling equipment can improve your comfort while lowering electric bills. Through its Bright Energy Solutions program, City of Hillsborough offers rebates for a wide range of energy-efficient equipment like heat pumps and central air conditioners. You can also get a rebate for having your cooling system professionally tuned up. Call the City of Hillsborough to learn more about rebates or visit BrightEnergySolutions.com.
Also on YourLiveEvent.com on the boys' duels, 18-13 Lisbon against South Border at 152 pounds. Brent Dick on the call for you on that one. That is on YourLiveEvent.com. So the Bismarck High Demon Girls again are moving on to the championship as they will tangle with either Minot High or Bismarck Legacy. The Central Cass Girls will be going for third as the same thing. They will be going up against a loser of the Magi and the Bismarck Legacy Sabres. So join us roughly at 2:30 for our next broadcast of Central Cass Girls Wrestling, and we'll see if the Squirrels can finish third place here at the state tournament or if they will finish fourth. That'll be coming up a little bit later on. Again, this is our state wrestling coverage. Go to YourLiveEvent.com for the boys' duels with Brent Dick between the Lisbon Broncos and the South Border Mustangs here from the Fargo Dome.